Hello and welcome to Sin Maze, and this is my review for Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Fallen Kingdom is a sequel to the 2015 film Jurassic World, and it's the fifth film in the Jurassic Park franchise. Before going into this film, I had previously enjoyed Jurassic World 1, but thought it was just a worse version of the original Jurassic Park. And I wasn't very excited for this film, as I didn't think the trailers were very good, and also revealed quite a lot of the plot. However, coming out of this film, I thought it was okay. Does this film live up to the original Jurassic Park? Of course not. No film in the franchise will ever likely be as good, but this film is a decent sequel to Jurassic World. The best thing about this film is it tries something new. Rather than be another Jurassic Park copy, it makes the smart decision of a sequel to take things in a new and interesting direction that feels fresh but still honours the films that have come before it. Although there are familiar aspects such as direct dialogue taken from the original or scenes recreated, it feels more fresh than Jurassic World 1 because it makes a good decision to take things away from the park. This film also has a clear effort to attempt to be a deeper film than Jurassic World. Jurassic Park has a clear message throughout of whether recreating dinosaurs should be done or not. Jurassic World doesn't really give us a new message, and the film just comes across as dumb fun. However, Fallen Kingdom attempts to give the story a deeper meaning by centering the film on dinosaur rights. Should dinosaurs be protected or not? And at times does give a very poignant and heartfelt message. On the other hand, this film is unfortunately not present throughout the whole film, making the overall message feel a bit muddled at times. The film makes a clear effort to fix some of the problems fans had with the first Jurassic World. As well as being more original and giving a deeper meaning, it attempts to fix issues such as showing the female character wearing appropriate footwear instead of heels, and giving more context and background to the idea of training raptors, which some fans weren't keen on. Another positive of this film is it is more suspenseful than Jurassic World. Much like the original Jurassic Park, this film has a lot of gripping moments similar to the kitchen scene from the original. As a result of this, Fallen Kingdom seems darker in tone and has a much grittier feeling like Jurassic Park did, unlike Jurassic World, which felt quite squeaky clean and studio made. I can imagine the darker tone and increase in violence could be scary for younger audiences compared to Jurassic World, while older fans of the franchise will appreciate a tone more similar to the original. Furthermore, the action in this film is good. In particular, the dinosaur versus dinosaur scenes are some of the best we've ever seen. There's also a great scene underwater with the main characters, which I thought was extremely tense and shot well. It goes without saying that the visual effects in this film looked fantastic, and the use of practical effects was appreciated, and the new director brings some fantastic shots to the movie, along with a new and interesting direction. And the score by Michael Giacchino also is fantastic, and helps to elevate the material. The new direction, fun action and great effects accompanied by fantastic music makes the film a fun time if you switch your brain off and absorb the entertainment thrown at you. However, if you think too much into the events of the film, you may begin to have a problem. I have two main problems with this film. These are based on structure and characters. First, let's start with the structure of this film. It has two main acts. The first comprises of getting the dinosaurs off the island, and the third act, which is hiding in a mansion from a creepy dinosaur. The problem is, these two acts differ greatly in tone and theme. The island act is far more comedic and cartoonish, with more jokes, and the action, apart from the underwater part, feels like stuff we've seen before, while the mansion act is darker and more serious, with more tension-based action, and this act is more thrilling to watch. Not only is the tone conflicting, but so is the theme from each act. The first act has the good theme I mentioned earlier of dinosaur rights and whether they should be treated like animals or not, while the mansion act goes back to the theme touched on in Jurassic World of using dinosaurs in the military, and it's a much weaker theme as it seems far-fetched and unbelievable. Departing from the rights theme is a bad choice as it is far more interested but forgotten for the third act of the movie until it is randomly linked back at the end, and it just feels a bit messy. The two acts are linked by a second act set on a boat, and it's just a bit boring. Normally films would use this section to give the audiences time to breathe and give us more character-based moments, but this whole movie is so fast-paced, constantly giving us action, that even while waiting on a boat, the movie makes the scenes unnecessarily tense, and despite the fast-paced action, the movie bogs down in the middle and feels too long. Talking about unnecessarily tense, even a scene between two people talking has a shadowy figure shown sneaking around in the background, which is later revealed to just be a little girl. The movie tries to make everything so tense all the time, and it affects the pacing of the film. The other negative of this film is the characters. The bad structure could be forgiven if we had good characters or good character moments, and we get neither of these. If we look at the original Jurassic Park, I can tell you names of characters, jobs, traits, and the arc they go through. For example, we have Alan Grant. He's a paleontologist who specialises in raptors. He's not great with children, and at the start he's in awe of the park, but by the end of the film, he's good with children and he does not endorse the creation of the park. He has a clear arc. I could do this for all the characters in the original. However, let's look at the characters in Fallen Kingdom. So there's Chris Pratt's character. I know his first name is Owen. His personality is just basically Chris Pratt, and he likes raptors and he can train raptors. And by the end of the film, he still likes raptors. So nothing else changes. And then there's Bryce Dallas Howard's character. She's named Claire. To be fair, more effort is put into her character to give her more to do and make her less of a damsel in distress, and to make her character more likeable, as she wasn't very likeable in the first movie. She also gets the best arc out of the adult characters. However, her character motivations massively changes from Jurassic World. She now works for a dinosaur rights agency and really likes dinosaurs for no clear reason. And by the end of the film, she's forced to make an important decision. Therefore, she does have an arc, even if it's not a great one. The problem with her character is the motivations. We don't know why she suddenly likes dinosaurs so much, and why she would do so much to protect them. Then there's this character. I don't know her name. All I know is that she really likes dinosaurs for no reason, and I don't understand her motivation, and she has no clear arc. And there's also this guy. I don't know his name. He's an IT technician who likes dinosaurs for no reason, and he gets scared at everything, and it's just annoying. I don't know his motivations, and he has no real arc. These main characters are also one note and can basically be categorised as cool guy who likes dinosaurs, love interest who likes dinosaurs, tough girl who likes dinosaurs, nerdy scared guy, he still likes dinosaurs. These aren't real characters. Talking about one note characters, the villains are awful. First of all, there's way too many. Second of all, they are literally defined as evil businessman, evil military man, other evil businessman, and evil scientist. All their motivations are literally based on money, and their actions are not justified. The main villain says he is doing what he's doing because he thinks it's best for his boss's business, yet when his boss tells him not to do it, he continues with his actions anyway. So why is he doing it? Clearly he wants money, but he clearly has money, unlike Dennis Nedry in the original. So surely his actions aren't worth the possible consequences. They provide such a convoluted plot and replace the good theme of dinosaur rights with a worse military dinosaur theme, so the villains only drag this film down. The only good character in this movie is a little girl. You learn her backstory, she has an arc, and you understand why she feels the way she does, and acts the way she does. When she makes a big decision at the end of the film, you know why she does it, unlike Claire. Having good characters is important, but there's a reason Timmy isn't the most fleshed out character in the first Jurassic Park. We need good adult characters. Overall, there is fun to be had with this movie, mainly due to the new direction it takes the franchise. It had exciting action and fantastic special effects. It fixes a lot of problems the first Jurassic World had, but in doing so creates more problems for the film. The film lacked realistic, fleshed out characters and is a tonal and structural mess. It attempts to give a good, heartfelt message that in some cases works successfully, but in others is bogged down by a far less interesting idea. This film feels like a mash between the director's vision and the studio vision. I get the impression the director wanted to give a fresh take on the franchise, creating a darker, more thrilling film, like the tone of the mansion scenes, along with the deeper message behind the film. And when these are done well, they are great, but they're mixed with what feels like the studio sequel. This sets part of the film on the island, and also mixes it with the military plot that was set up in Jurassic World, and these aspects worked less well. The ending of the film, despite being predictable down to the very last line, is certainly interesting for the future of the franchise, and if you're a fan of the franchise, I would recommend checking this film out. And I would also say, this film is decent enough. It delivers a fun time while attempting to do something new, even if the execution could have been better, and yet again, it still doesn't deliver on the sequel the original Jurassic Park deserves. Let me know what you thought of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom in the comments below, and like and subscribe if you liked this video. Thanks for watching.